Dear child, if you're watching this video right now, it's not by accident. There is a reason you are here. Your guardian angels have a powerful message for you. This message is one of revelation, one that will stir something deep inside your heart. It's not just about love, it's about understanding the divine path that is unfolding before you and how your connection with your soulmate is part of something much greater than you can see right now. So listen closely. Type "I am ready to receive this blessing" in the comments below to affirm your readiness to embrace what's coming. Your soulmate was shocked to see you so close. And this shock, dear one, isn't because of anything you've done wrong. It's because they didn't expect to feel the depth of the connection that is so alive between the two of you. They didn't expect to see you as clearly as they do now, to feel the magnetism between you pulling them in with a force they cannot ignore. But this connection is not just about proximity. It's about what happens when souls align in a way that transcends time and space. For so long, they may have kept a distance, not because they didn't want you close, but because they didn't understand the depth of what they were feeling. They were afraid of the intensity, afraid of the vulnerability that your closeness brings. They didn't know how to handle the truth of your connection, the way your souls seem to have known each other for a lifetime. But now they see you. And in seeing you, they see themselves. They are shocked, not by who you are, but by the love they feel for you, a love that is so undeniable, so intense, that it takes them by surprise. Your presence, your energy, your essence, it awakens something deep within them. And in that moment, they realize that they can't turn away. They realize that this connection isn't just a passing feeling. It is a soul-deep truth that they cannot ignore. You have been present in their life in ways they couldn't fully comprehend, until now. They've always been drawn to you, but it wasn't until you were right there in front of them, so close, that they truly understood why. Your presence is more than just physical, it's spiritual. It's a reminder of something they've been searching for their whole life, a deep, profound connection that goes beyond words, beyond surface-level attraction. It is a recognition of the divine connection that has always been there, even before they realized it. They were shocked to see you so close, not because they didn't want you near, but because they didn't expect the flood of emotions that came rushing forward. It's overwhelming, isn't it? When the soul recognizes its counterpart in such a profound way, it's as though everything suddenly makes sense, even the moments of struggle and confusion in their life. Everything seems to align with this moment of clarity, this realization that you are meant to be here in their life, in this moment. But as they stand in awe of your presence, they are also filled with a sense of fear. Not fear of you, child, but fear of the depth of what it means to truly be loved in such a raw, vulnerable way. They are afraid of the power that your love holds, afraid of the way it could change everything they've known. And in that fear, they may step back. They may try to pull away. But understand this, it is not you they are rejecting. It is the intensity of the emotions they are struggling to understand. Your angels want you to know that the shock they feel is not a sign of rejection. It is a sign of their soul awakening to the truth of this love. Their soul has recognized yours, and though they may not fully understand it, they cannot deny it. This recognition is the first step towards something beautiful, even if they aren't ready to embrace it fully just yet. You may feel confused. You may wonder why they are pulling away when it seems like you are so close. But remember, dear child, that not all healing happens at the same pace. Not all souls are ready to embrace love in its fullest form, even when it is standing right in front of them. And that is okay. You are not here to force them to see what they are not yet ready to understand. You are here to love them in their process, to hold space for their growth, and to trust that, in time, they will be ready to embrace this love fully. But this is not just about your soulmate, child. This is about you too. The shock they feel is a reflection of the depth of your connection, a connection that you may have been feeling for much longer than they have. You may have known on some level that this was coming, that this moment of recognition would arrive. But now that it's here, you may feel a sense of uncertainty. What happens next? What should you do with the love you are holding for them? The angels want you to know this. You are not responsible for their healing, nor are you responsible for their readiness. Your love for them is a gift, yes, but it is not something you need to control. Your love is meant to be freely given, without expectation, without condition. And it is through your love that they will begin to heal. But they must be the ones to step into that healing. You cannot push them. You can only show them, through your own light, the way to embrace this love when they are ready. They were shocked to see you so close because they have always felt the pull, but they didn't realize how deep it ran until they saw you face to face. Now they must decide whether they will let themselves be swept away by the power of this connection or retreat out of fear. But do not fear, child, for love always has a way of making its presence known. And when the time is right, they will be ready to step forward, ready to embrace this love that is meant to heal them, to awaken them, and to lead them home. You are not alone in this moment. Your angels are watching over you, guiding you, supporting you. They are whispering words of encouragement into your heart, reminding you that you are worthy of this love. And they are working with your soulmate's angels, helping them find the strength they need to move forward. So, dear child, trust. Trust that this moment of shock is just the beginning of a profound journey for both of you. Trust that the love between you is real, undeniable, and divinely orchestrated. And trust that, even if the path ahead seems uncertain, your angels are with you every step of the way, leading you toward the love you deserve. As you stand here, feeling the weight of this connection, remember that the shock your soulmate feels is not something you need to fix. It is something they must experience on their own. They must come to terms with this love in their own time, just as you are learning to understand the depth of what you're feeling. Your angels are encouraging you to hold space, to allow them the time and space they need to fully process this overwhelming connection. The depth of your bond may be unsettling for them right now. It is not that they don't want this closeness, but the intensity of this love, the closeness you now share, is something they have never encountered before. It shakes the foundations of everything they believed about themselves and about love. It opens them up to vulnerability, to honesty, to being seen in ways they've never allowed anyone to see them. And as they grapple with this, they will need time. Time to embrace their own emotions, time to reconcile the fear they feel with the love they are discovering. It is not a rejection of you, it is a rejection of the fear they are facing. This is not easy for them. They didn't expect to find someone like you, someone who could reach into their soul and awaken a deep, raw love they weren't ready for. But do not worry, child. They are not pushing you away forever. The shock they feel will subside. They will begin to see that this love is not a threat but a gift. They will begin to understand that this closeness is not something to fear, but something to embrace. And when they are ready, they will step into it with open arms. Until then, your role is not to chase, not to force, not to pressure. Your role is to love them in their process. Your role is to hold space for their healing, to trust that this is a journey for both of you, and to be patient. You do not need to do anything but continue to shine your light. Continue to love yourself deeply and completely. Because when you love yourself fully, you create the space for them to love you in return. The shock they are feeling is not a rejection of who you are. It is a reflection of how much they are still learning about themselves. This love you share is opening them up to the truth of their own worth, to the truth of how deeply they are capable of loving, and how deeply they are capable of being loved. It is not easy for them to accept that kind of vulnerability. But the angels are with them, guiding them through this process, just as they are guiding you. You may have wondered why this is happening now. Why, after all this time, they are only now beginning to see you, to feel you so deeply. But the timing of this awakening is divine. It is exactly when it is supposed to be. And though it may feel like you are waiting, the angels want you to know that this waiting is not in vain. This waiting is a time for both of you to grow. It is a time for your soulmate to grow into their own understanding of love, and for you to grow into a deeper understanding of yourself. When the time comes for you to come together fully, it will be because both of you have healed and grown in the ways you needed to. Your soulmate will not always be in shock. They will come to understand, and the shock will transform into acceptance, then into love. And when they fully embrace this love, they will see you as the gift you are. They will understand that their initial fear was simply a defense mechanism, a way of protecting themselves from the vulnerability they had not yet learned to embrace. But love, true love, does not require defense. True love is raw. It is open. It is vulnerable. And when they understand this, when they understand that love is not a threat but the very thing they have been searching for all along, they will be ready to fully give themselves to you. In the meantime, it's important that you focus on yourself. You may feel like your soulmate's shock is something you need to solve, but the truth is, you cannot solve their journey for them. What you can do is continue to love yourself, continue to grow, and continue to trust in the divine timing of everything. This is your time to strengthen your own heart, to connect deeply with your own soul, and to trust that what is meant for you will come. Remember, the shock they feel is only temporary. It is part of the process of awakening, part of the process of coming into alignment with the love that is meant for them. And as they awaken, as they embrace this love, they will see you as you truly are, beautiful, loving, and ready to share in the divine connection that has always been meant for you both. Trust that this is not the end. This is just the beginning of something extraordinary. And though the shock may be present now, it will soon transform into recognition, then into acceptance, and finally into a love that flows freely and abundantly. Trust the process, dear child. Trust that the divine is guiding you and your soulmate toward the love you both deserve. Your soulmate is not rejecting you. They are simply learning to accept the depth of this connection. And when they are ready, they will embrace it fully. And in doing so, they will find the love that has always been waiting for them in you. As you continue your journey, child, remember that love is not something that can be rushed or forced. It is something that unfolds in divine timing, at the pace of each soul's readiness to embrace it. Your soulmate may be shocked to see you so close right now, but that shock is part of the awakening process, a process that is necessary for both of you to grow and evolve. And as you both evolve, you will come to understand the truth of this connection in ways that will surpass all your expectations. The shock your soulmate feels is not a rejection. It is simply a sign that this love is deeper than either of you anticipated. This love is not just a passing feeling or a fleeting connection. It is a soul-deep recognition that both of you are meant to walk this path together. And that realization can be overwhelming, even to the strongest of hearts. It stirs up fears, doubts, and insecurities that have been buried deep within their soul. And in those moments of fear, they may pull away, not because they don't want you, but because they don't yet know how to accept the love that is being offered. But child, your angels want you to know this. You are not here to fix them. You are not here to solve their problems or carry their burdens. You are here to love them as they are, with all their flaws, all their fears, and all their imperfections. And through that love, you will help them heal, just as you are healing. Your love is a reflection of divine grace. It is not about control, It is about acceptance, trust, and the willingness to walk side by side, no matter the obstacles. Your soulmate's journey is their own, but your love is the catalyst for their growth. They may not see it now, but they are learning from you, learning to trust the love you offer and learning to trust themselves. The shock they feel is simply a reflection of how much they have to learn, how much they need to grow. But that does not mean they are not ready for love. It simply means they are not ready to accept it fully just yet. As difficult as it may seem, the angels want you to understand that this is not a time to chase after them. This is a time to trust in your own worth. This is a time to stand in your own power and love yourself fiercely. When you do this, you create the space for them to do the same. You give them the freedom to grow at their own pace, knowing that you are not running away or forcing them to be something they are not ready to be. They will be ready, child, in their own time. They will come to understand the love they have been running from. And when they are ready, they will see you, not as a threat to their peace, but as the person who has been there all along, holding space for them, loving them in the purest form. But until that time comes, you must remember that your love is not defined by their readiness to receive it. Your love is defined by your willingness to love yourself first, to trust that you are worthy of love, and to know that the right person will recognize your worth when they are ready. The shock they feel is a reflection of the depth of their own internal struggle. It is not about you, it is about their own fears, their own doubts, and their own unresolved wounds. But those wounds will heal, child, in their own time. And when they heal, they will be able to receive love in the way you have always given it. The angels want you to know that this is not the time to doubt yourself. This is the time to trust that the universe is guiding both of you, even when you cannot see the path ahead. To trust that the love you share is meant to be, and that, no matter how difficult it seems now, everything will fall into place. You are both on a journey of healing and self-discovery. And when the time is right, you will come together, stronger, more whole, and more ready to share the love that has always been destined for you. Until that time comes, continue to love them, but do not lose yourself in that love. Remember to focus on your own growth, your own healing, your own worth. Love them, but do not chase after them. Give them the space they need to come into their own understanding of this love. And know that, in doing so, you are helping them heal in ways that words cannot express. When the shock they feel subsides, when the fear and doubts have been faced, they will be able to see you for who you truly are, not as a person to be afraid of, but as the love they have always been searching for. They will recognize your soul as their own. And in that moment of recognition, they will understand that this love was never something to be feared, but something to be embraced. Until that moment comes, dear one, trust the process. Trust that everything is happening for your highest good. Trust that the love you are sharing is planting seeds in their heart, even if they cannot see it yet. And trust that, in time, when they are ready, they will step into this love with the same passion and devotion that you feel in your heart. As you continue through this journey, child, know that the love between you and your soulmate is not something that will fade away. The shock they feel may be intense, but it will pass. It will make way for the understanding and love that have always been meant for you both. This is not a love that can be extinguished. It is a flame that has been lit within both of your souls, and it will continue to burn brightly, even when there are moments of doubt. Understand that love, real love, isn't always immediate. It doesn't always come in a perfect, smooth arc. Sometimes, love comes with growing pains, with moments of fear, with hesitation, with shocks and surprises that challenge everything we thought we knew about ourselves. Your soulmate is going through that right now. And in the same way, you may feel overwhelmed by the closeness, by the depth of your connection. They too are being stretched and transformed by this bond. The angels want you to know this. The shock they feel now will become awe. It will become reverence. It will become love, as they come to understand the power of this connection. They are not rejecting you, child. They are simply coming to terms with a love so vast, so expansive, that it feels like it's too much for them to handle all at once. But this love is not something that will break them. It is not something that will overwhelm them forever. It is something that will heal them, guide them, and bring them back to the truth of who they are. Your soulmate is being transformed by your love. And though they may not yet realize it, they are becoming a better, more authentic version of themselves through this process. As they struggle with the shock of how close you are, you must continue to hold your space. You must continue to trust that the love between you is real, and that in time, they will come to see it as clearly as you do. This is a time for patience. This is a time for self-love. This is a time to stand strong in your own truth and trust that everything is unfolding in divine timing. You may wonder if the shock they feel will ever go away. You may wonder if they will ever be ready to truly embrace the love you are offering. But the angels want you to understand this. Everything has its time. Your soulmate is not rejecting you. They are simply being prepared for the love that is meant to change both of your lives. Love is a process, child. It is a journey, not a destination. And the connection you share with your soulmate is not something that will happen in a single moment. It will unfold over time, growing stronger and deeper with each passing day. But for now, you must trust that the foundation of this love is already laid, and that the angels are working behind the scenes to bring you both into alignment. As you continue on your journey, remember that the most important thing you can do is to focus on your own growth. You cannot control how quickly your soulmate is ready to embrace this love, but you can control how much you love yourself. When you stand in your own power, when you trust your own worth, you create a ripple effect. That ripple will reach your soulmate, helping them feel safe, helping them understand that they are not alone in this journey. They were shocked to see you so close. But in time, that shock will transform into acceptance. And when that moment comes, they will see you for the true blessing that you are. They will recognize the depth of the love you have for them. And they will understand that, even in their moments of fear, they were never truly alone. So hold your faith, child. Hold your light. Trust that the love you share with your soulmate is real, and that it will grow in the time it is meant to. The shock they feel now will become peace. It will become clarity. And ultimately, it will become love. The signs of the times are becoming increasingly evident that the sacred Trinity, body, mind, and spirit, represented by the number 333, strengthens your faith and illuminates your path. Amen and amen.